Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another race of F1 Total Division 2 here for round number 14 of season 18 here in Melbourne Park, Australia. So, round 14 of this, season 18. We are now getting into a very decisive part of this championship. Today, I'm alone. I normally would be down there driving, but since Felix is not available and we don't have a commentator and I need some content for TikTok, I've decided to step apart today and commentate here this race for you. So yeah, let's see. 17 drivers is a big improvement to yesterday's race of Division 3. But yeah, we hope it's just a one-timer of a lower attendance for Div 3. But today we are looking here at Division 2, which is, as Division 3, very close at the top of the championship, with both Ferraris and Gabri being the main protagonists for the last 5 rounds of the season. Okay, so we are now looking to the first drivers, with Mihai being the first one on his hot lap. Yesterday's race winner, who got himself back into Div 3 championship fight and hopes. Let's see if he can replicate his performance of yesterday's race today again. Now across the sector 2 line at the 44.293. Okay, so now Miha crossing the second to last corner, and lap seems good for now. So it's the first one here who will set the first lap time of the qualifying session is 18.8 for Mihai. Next one across the line is no one. Here, Bobadinho is 60.1, so provisional pole for him. 7/10 clear of Mihai. Not very surprised because, Bobadinho picked up his form quite recently, especially in qualifying. He's very good. Popdog right behind him, 2/10 away, 2.5 away, with a 16.3. And now Hella High with his debut here in Division 2, joined a couple of hours ago actually. So it's really cool that he is now already able to race. Sitting in the Haas, I think he already has a main spot for Haas. So let's see how he can perform. Sean, currently championship leader, sets himself 1000 in front of Popdog. It's a front row for him. And now Gabri, can he answer that? Yes, he can. 15.8. Surely he can answer that. Provisional pole for the Haas driver. Picks cross the line with a 16.6, currently in P5. And next one is the Sauber of Aussie, who is starting his lap now. Flavors also being a protagonist to a massive crash yesterday, which cost him quite a lot of points. Let's see how he will do today, but yesterday this wasn't really one of his best performances that we are usually used from him. But okay, Kuko now crossed the line, and it's nothing, so he will restart his lap now, as it looks like. Kuko as well, he has picked up a lot of points in the last couple of weeks, which brought himself back into a fight where at the start of the season no one really believed. A little bit of an understeer there. But from the minimap it's a purple sector 1, but we all know it's not always representative. Let's have a look after sector 2, it's a 43.5, another purple sector, so it's according to the game he is having the lap of his life. As Flavors sets himself up in the third, it's a 16.2. And he's just about in front of Sean, who is now down into P4. Let's have a look at the back, because now there is Kuko. What can he? His first set time, it's a 15.8 and 11 thousandths in front of Gabri, and it's provisional pole for Kuko, who is in an unbelievable form in the last couple of weeks, so he's picking up his momentum. Let's see if he can really pull that through across the last 5 rounds of the season. So now 10.5 minutes to go in this qualifying session. Lewis, also another guy who has his Div 2 debut. Oh, it's a big moment there, but no, he didn't keep it on track, so invalidation for him. So he probably has to restart his lap or go straight into the pits for a new set of tires. So now, currently it's a Phantom, Lewis, Bazooka and Helahai without a time set. Helahai on his way. Let's stay here on board with him. Let's have a little bit of grass on the right hand side. It's a 26.4 out of sector 1. After sector 2 it's 43.8, so not too bad. And Bobodinho, I completely missed that. 15.7, it's provisional pole for the Aston Martin driver. Really, really good stuff from him. The next one who will cross the line is, or will indeed be, Helahai. So let's stay with him. His first lap time here in this league, it's a P5, it's a 16.3. So P5 for Helahai, his first qualifying lap here in this league. Now there is McLaren in the pits, so the next one is Bazooka. Currently without a lap time set here. Yesterday with a P2, so a podium for him. Let's see how he will do today. So first lap time for Bazooka, it's a 17.2. Sets himself into P15 right behind Akusim by 2000. But yeah, 8 minutes to go here in this qualifying session. Let me just check if someone has told me the weather. I don't think so. No. Appreciate that. So yeah, now everyone in here and me is gonna be very surprised how the weather is gonna be in the main race. Maybe it's good. Maybe it's good. It's a big surprise also for me as a commentator. But now let's go back to qualifying, because now PS Gabri is trying to regain here the top spots here with Pop Dog. I completely missed that as well. Sets himself up into P2, and now Gabri runs the final corner. He needs to find 1.5 tenths to regain his provisional pole back. Will he do it? Yes, he will, by improvement by 2.5 tenths, 15.587. That's a very competitive grid here at the front, as usual, so it's nothing new. So I see a Ferrari, which is Kuko, and he's on the lap, and he is after sector 2, 1.5 tenths up, which currently won't be enough for provisional pole. But let's see what he did at the last sector. It's a 15.505, and it's provisional pole again. We're going back and forth here. So this qualifying is obviously far from over. Now Flavors, no, he is invalidated, so he has to... No, he goes back into the pits for a new set of softs to try one last run with only 5.5 minutes remaining here in qualifying. There is only Ossi and Maxi as currently on a hot lap. Ossi doesn't improve after sector 1. Picks up a little bit of dirt. It's no improvement either. After sector 2 he is 1 tenth down. Race winner of last week's Hungary Grand Prix here in Division 2. His second ever race win here in Division 2, but I think second ever win ever in this league. So now here is typical Max in the McLaren, currently sitting in P13. What will he do now? He improves with a 16.8, 2.5 tenth improvement, sets himself right in front of his teammate Varro, who now starts his lap again, and he has invalidated, so that's it with his lap time. Oh, Sean is on the lap. Purple in sector 1, 1.5 tenth improvement. He has low ERS on the big straight, which is not really optimal. No ERS deployment for 2 long straights, so not really ideal for Sean, but we will see. I also missed the delta on the top right after sector 2. Nice, so we don't know nothing about it. 16.3 currently in P7. Current championship leader. He still has a good amount of points between him and Gabri, but he goes back into the pits. A bit more than 3 minutes left here in qualifying. Both McLarens now in the pits, and only Borbodinho. Yeah, both Aston Martins now on a hot lap. Coutinho, is he still doing his lap? He does, yeah. Coutinho, currently sitting in third. No, he's not. Okay, he's not on the lap. So what about Lewis? Currently with Phantom, the only one without a lap time. It's a 44.9. Oh, slide here at the exit of turn 9 and 10. He now has just a couple of corners now to go to set his first lap time of this qualifying session, which will probably be his first and last one for today. Xavier Lewis sets himself up into P60 and 19.0. So yeah, now on Bubble Flavors, currently the only one on a hot lap. He's also known sometimes for some laps out of nowhere, and he improves by 2/10 out of sector 1. So there is some potential for this lap, that's for sure. After sector 2 he has improved a bit further, 2.5 tenths. Currently won't be enough for Pop Dog, but he still has a couple of corners to gain some time, and there was a recap from Hicks, I guess. No, Dylan. Which, yeah, he was ghosted, but that surely affected him in some way. So now, Flavors will cross the line soon with a 14, 15, 16.1. And yeah, he lost everything out of the last sector. Probably the moment with Dylan affected him quite a bit. But now 30 seconds left, and now everyone is out apart from Lewis, but everyone is out for their last hot laps of this qualifying session. Currently is Kuko sitting in pole position. I first have to see who will finish it first. It's not really easy, but now it's gonna be Ossi now, the first one of this massive group, who will cross the line first. Currently sitting in 9th, and he will improve by 3.5 tenths and go himself up into P7. Picks improves himself as 16.3. And now the next one, is it Gabri? Yes, it is Gabri. It's a big improvement there. Big improvement for Gabri, and he will set himself into provisional pole itself, 15.2. Does anyone have anything near that? Kuko crosses the line. Will he beat that? He is not. He stays in second. He improves by not even a tenth, but it's a 15.4. So front row lookout as of now. Let's see what West will do. Sean improves by 3.5 tenths, but it's only enough for P6. Now Mihai puts himself in the 15th, and it's P5 for him now. Pop Dog, the only one. No, he's going back into the pit, so it's pole position for Gabri, and Kuko right next to him. Two of the three main protagonists right next to each other. Sean is a bit behind, but there is a whole race to catch up. So really fun qualifying session for now, which sees the Haas driver on pole position. So that's it with this qualifying session. It's a Italian front row lockout with Gabri sitting in first, then Cucco, Bobodinho, and it's a British second row lockout. And Mihai in fifth, Sean in sixth, Flavors, Aussie, Phantom, and Hellahai completes the top 10. Then there's Pix, DC Viral, Dylan, Typical Max, Aquasin, Bazooka, and Lewis down in last. So it's kind of dark, kind of cloudy. I really don't know if it's gonna rain later on, and I don't know if I should check the Div2 chat if someone told me, or I just live with it and take the surprise if it starts to rain, and I guess I will do it. So usually if it stays dry, it should be a one-stop. Maybe a few with higher tire degradation can go in a two-stop. It's not out of the cards, but yeah, a one-stop is surely the main thing that we are seeing today.
Siamo pronti. Il giro di
Okay, formation lap, mostly mediums and a few hard tires with Hellahai, DC Viral, Bazooka and Lewis.
Mentre le auto formano la griglia, i piloti sperano di poter effettuare una bella partenza e di portare a casa un po' di punti dalla gara di oggi. Gli ingegneri comunicano con i propri piloti in modo tale da confermare la strategia pianificata.
So, you all heard Carlo Vanzini, who told a lot of information about this race, and I hope every one of you understood what he said. Okay, we're just waiting for everyone in their starting grids, and then we're just waiting for the green lights. There we go. 5 red lights here over the driver in Australia. And it's lights out and away we go. Good start by Gabriel, but Cucco already right here side by side and down the inside. Cucco, and he takes lead of the race. Bobodinho also on the inside. Can Gabriel stay with a better exit? Still side by side down into turn 3. Not a good start by Gabri. He stays on the inside line, breaks late and stays here in second place. Mihai tries to tries to move on Bobodinho, but he has to step back and in P4. And there's Sean. Sean is at the back. Sean in 17th. Does he have damage? I don't think so. Now let's have a look in front, because there is Aussie versus Pix. Fight for P7 here, and there's a spin. That's Pupdog. Pupdog on the wall, and it's damage, and front wing is gone for Pupdog, and it is a virtual safety car. Virtual safety car here in lap 1. With Bobodinho in the wall at the exit of turn 10. And yeah, with Sean already catched up with the pack. And he has go back into the pits. Back into the pits, so apparently he does have damage. Brakes late, but he keeps it within the speed limit. No, he does not. He does not. He goes on a new set of hards and probably inverts his strategy. And He now has a whole pit stop to catch up again. So Kuko with a brilliant start, and it's a bad restart from Kuko after VSC, and Gabri retakes the lead of this race, and Kuko caught completely napping at the VSC restart, and Bobadinho also down the inside. There's a contact. There's a contact with Mia. Mia's in the wall. Mia is in the wall. And there is damage, and Pix is also off. Pix is also off. And now it's a full course safety car. Full safety car now. What a race. Kuko is even down to 4th within half a sector. Wow. Wow. Yeah, everyone is staying out. No virus in the pits. Ossi, Dylan, and Maxi. Let's see. Tire choice, it's a medium and a front wing change. Okay, though that makes sense. I think also, yeah, Dylan has damage. Ossi didn't change his wing apparently. Okay, and yeah, hard tires for Maxi. He comes out behind Pub Dog in 15th. So yeah, that was I think Kuko really timed his restart in the worst possible moment, because he had to slam the brakes at he slammed the brakes at the exact moment where the green light has shown. So yeah. So with him braking, he lost the momentum for the whole straight. I don't know what happened with Mihai. There will surely be a review from the stewards after that, so where we will probably see a bit more. But with Kuko now from being first during the VSC, now sitting in 4th, half a lap later, with Gabri, his championship rival, sitting in 1st. But okay, let's just have a look at the tires, because yeah, with a couple of pit stops. So the top 6 all on mediums still, on the same tires they started. And then Bazooka, Helahai, Lewis also on the hards where they started, and everyone behind is on a fresh hards. I mean fresh, it's a 2-lap difference, but one of the lap was driven on the VSC, so yeah, not really that big of a difference. So yeah, here are the position changes, with Bazooka and Akusen being the winner of this starting phase, with a 9 position gained each. And Mihai, yeah, probably has the biggest loss here with DNF, and it's a safety car in this lap, so not much time waste. Because the safety car tells you to come in pretty early here in Australia. So you mostly just drive, yeah, for a whole sector like this. So, lap 4 out of 29 going into lap 5. under green flags again. And now Gabri's off. Gabri's off, and he caught Bob Bodino completely off guard, and Flavors is right behind him. Now he maybe can try with Slipstream a move into turn 1, which is pretty risky, but he stays behind. The bad restart by Bob Bodino, already out of DRS, 1.4 seconds behind Flavors, and it's a yellow. It's a 10 second for Aussie for ignoring yellow flags. And it's Dylan now is off. What is going on here? Another McLaren is off, and it is Maxi now in P14. And Aussie now has a 10-second time penalty. I don't know what's going on, I can't catch everything. Now Bob Bodino is trying anything to regain his DRS back. Really bad restarts by Bob Bodino. He caught completely napping by Gabri. Now it's one second, pretty much 1 second gap. So he doesn't have much DRS. Bodino with the fastest lap at 19.2. So Bob Bodino now doesn't have DRS. Now Flavors is a bit behind, and both of them with none ERS. Now Kuko maybe with the slipstream and his battery, maybe he can try something down the inside into turn 9. Flavors brakes late now, maybe with the exit of turn 10. It's a late braking zone going, and now Kuko has the inside line and he takes P3 here against Flavors, and now he can try to regain the second place back to Bob Bodino. He does have DRS and Bob Bodino doesn't. So yeah, his bad restart is really affecting him now, because he doesn't have DRS, doesn't have enough battery to really push like he maybe should. 1.5 now. Gab is probably trying to pull away, and Kuku seems like to be a bit faster. So he now has the chance on the back straights. Maybe to overtake Bob Bodino, maybe also slingshot himself into the 1 second of Gabri. It's not easy, but it's also nothing impossible. He's too far away. He has to stay behind for one more lap at least. Let's see, behind, and Sean again off the track. And now Helai on the inside line, breaks later than Sean and stays within the white lines and goes himself up into P8. And now Bazooka against Akusen also. They already have quite a big gap to Phantom, who is just Flavors of Phantom just sitting behind here, vibing a bit for the vibes in 4th and 5th, just to see what's going on in front of them, building a gap behind. And now Kuko, he has a bit more battery than Bob Bodino. Maybe if he gets the exit right, which he did, Does Flavors have DRS? He dropped out for quite... Yeah, he does have DRS. But now Kuko, 3.5 temp. Does he have what it takes to overtake? He takes the outside line. Got pushed into the wall by Bobodinho. But forces himself into P2. But now Bobodinho is behind. But Kuko has the DRS still. And now Kuko can try to catch Gabriel again. 1.3 seconds, so it's very close. One small mistake from Gabriel and Kuko's there, and once you have the gyro behind in your DRS, it's very difficult to get him away, unless he does make a mistake or something. Oh no, Bobodinho, he has recharged his battery quite a bit. Roughly 60%. Kuko doesn't have any. I mean, he is a bit far away. It doesn't seem to have the pace. To Kuko is or 1 second. Is he already out of DRS? Oh. Big understeer moment, which will probably be a warning as well. And he doesn't have any DRS, which will be a chance for Flavors to catch up again. Let's have a look behind. Updog and Viral side by side. Going up into P10. Viral breaks a bit early to try a better exit, and there is a big move and also picks up 3 seconds. Unlucky for him because he tried something different for better exit out of turn 10, but wasn't effective enough, and yeah, ended up in a 3 seconds. Yeah, it's a big train here from P6, which is Sean, who probably just managed to pass all these guys. From Sean to Aussie, from 6 to 12. Yeah, let's see. I mean, it's kind of interesting. Everyone within half a second of each other. Let's see if Sean can try to break a little bit of this train by dropping Bazooka out of DRS, which it looks like he can. It's gonna be tight, but the detection zone is here. It's a 1 second gap, and yeah, no DRS for Bazooka, and that's a chance for Akuzin to get closer once again, and Helahai and everyone who is behind. But hold on, let me just check. Everyone here from the guys behind, they did another stop, yeah? So 2 stop, everyone on, yeah, hards, and maybe they will go to the end, I don't know. So, let's have a look in front again with Bobodinho. No DRS for him. And with Flavors coming out of nowhere, I didn't expect him at all. But Flavors now up into P3. Kuko or it's the Aston Martin of Lewis who got lapped now, and it's another 3 second time penalty for Royal, so up to 6 seconds. So yeah, now Kuko has dropped driver behind, or the little train behind, out of DRS. And now he can start fully focusing on Gabriel in front. He needs to get into DRS once. That would help him a lot, but we are in lap 11. And now we're entering into the pit stop phase in a couple of laps. Sean picking up his first time penalty, 3 seconds. But he's gaining. He's gaining on the group in front. If I saw right, and Kuko's in the pits. Right as I said, Kuko is now in the pits, and there's a yellow flag. But it's nothing going on here, and it's a hard tire. So yeah, Kuko going for 1 stop. And now there is it. Oh, Kuko is coming out right behind this train. He does have a little bit of clean air, but he will catch up this train in front of him pretty quickly. That's for sure. Yes. Yeah, okay, it's 4 seconds. Yes, a little bit of space in front. And a few of them are hard runners, so they will stay there for quite a bit of time. So it's interesting to see if Gabri will answer this undercut call. Yeah, Kuko already gaining on the guys in front. Ossi now overtakes Varel up into P9. Obviously thinking about him having 10 seconds, and now Gabri is in the pits. Gabri is in the pits to try and defend Kuko's undercut, who is now already catched up on this group. And it's probably the best timing. Another yellow flag, but nothing happened. Let's see. Now Gabri out of the pits, and now Kuko. Will he come out in front of Gabri? Yes. Will he? It's close, it's tight, but Kuko brakes later. And did he go off track there? I don't know. And there's Varel. Varel retired in the pit lane. I missed that because it showed pretty late. But Kuko comes out ahead of Gabri out of the pit lane. So undercut completed. And now he has Ossi in front of him. With DRS, he can help him a bit. To maybe put himself and Gabri, a driver in between them. He does have nothing left of battery. Hella high with 3 second time penalty, and Kuko is on the grass. Kuko is in the grass, and that was a big risk. Because he kept going, and there is a shot down the inside, and Ossi is in the gravel, and Gabri is through again. That was a big risk, and Kuko again tries something, but now he stays back. And I don't know about that. That was... Kuko tried a lunge down the inside, but was way too far back. I mean, not too far back. It was possible, but... Owen Lewis picks up 10-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane and retires as well in the pit lane. So we're now down to 13 drivers. We've now Pablo in the lead of this race. Hellahai and Bazooka yet to pit. If I'm... Pablo already pit, but he won't make it to the end surely, so he surely won't pit again. And now there is Gabri. Maybe he can do better than Kuko did, but he will stay behind. Oh, and Kuko! Kuko lost it! Kuko lost it! Under braking! I saw that for the millisecond. I looked behind it. There is a collision with Bobodinho. Chaos. Now Bobodinho tries to have a look down the inside, and Kuko is now down to 7th. And has Bobodinho and Phantom right behind him, and Phantom now side by side going down the main straight into turn 1. Bobodinho brakes later. They leave enough space to each other, and Phantom on the outside with the better exit goes up into P8. What is going on with Kuko? His strategy call was perfect. He couldn't get it into Gabri's DRS by pure pace. He did the undercut, it worked. He was not even in DRS of Gabri, he was in front of Gabri. But after that, within a couple of laps, he... I won't say ruined, because it's still half the race to go, but yeah, surely we saw Phantom and Bobodinho side by side through turn 9 and 10 with Phantom picking up a 3-second time penalty. And I was about to say, yeah, Kuko completely killed his race, because even though he does catch up again, at least his dive bomb against Ossie will surely go down to the stewards. I would be surprised if not. But now there is Gabriel versus his teammate, and Helahai lets him through, so team orders there, and now Gabri with this pass. I don't want to jinx it, but he can put a big mark on today's race. He has enough ERS, and he has the ERS. I don't think Pupdog can do much to defend it, and probably doesn't do it anyway. So Gabri, with this overtake, retakes the lead of this race here in Australia. Lap 16 out of 29, 14 laps to go. Oh, and Kuko with 3-second time penalties. So, and Bobodinho tries something around the outside. There's a contact, and Bobodinho. A contact between Kuko and Bobodinho once again, with Bobodinho down into P10. And does he have damage? No, I don't think so. Gabri even drives the fastest lap of the race at 19.2. And now Helahai and Bazooka in the pit lane. He's in the pit lane, and yeah, which only leaves Pupdog, the only one yet to pit, even though he doesn't have to by rules. But unless, no, he doesn't have to, but he is going to, because he won't drive another, I don't know, yeah, 15 laps on hards. He won't drive 27 laps on this hard compound. And now Sean gets past Ossie for P6, and now he's catch up to his teammate. And now this will be interesting, because obviously with both drivers being in a championship fighting position. Yeah, Pupdog in the pits now. Right, as I said, probably for medium compound tires. Yes, medium for Pupdog. But what I want to say is, yeah, they have Phantom in front. Every one of them having 3 seconds. Bobodinho out of DRS, so they maybe can try as a group to build a gap behind to Bobodinho. Does Kuko even have DRS? No, he does not. He does not. And now Sean, there is a chance, and Kuko lets him by. Kuko lets him by, so driver swap for the Scuderia drivers. So Sean, after his crash on lap 1, being in 17th, now currently sitting in P4, and he has a Phantom in front of him, both on the same penalties. I don't, unless Labors doesn't pick up 3 seconds by himself, it's gonna be very tough for them behind to catch him back up, overtake him, and build up 3 seconds. But first of all, Sean has to catch up on Phantom again, because Phantom, yeah, he is about 60 points away from Sean, and it's I mean, still mathematically possible, obviously. But for Phantom, I would say he still has a championship on the line. Even if it does take half a miracle for him to even be in contention. But we still have a sprint and 5 races to go. So 6 whole races with this run. Obviously 6 more races with this one where he can gain points. So yeah, even someone like Phantom Fox, who is currently 62 or 63 points behind, is still in contention, and he's catching the flavors, and this would be massive. This would be massive if he catches him, overtakes him, which would at least put him with in between him and Sean, which would help him to defend against any kind of attack from Sean and Kuko. And Phantom also has quite a bit of DRS, a bit of a slide, another slide. So yeah, maybe the hearts are starting to not be that good, obviously. 1.1 seconds on no DRS for Phantom. And he even pulled Sean out of DRS. So Phantom has a really good pace. I don't know if he has... yeah, I don't think he is as fast as Gabriel right now. But he surely is the second fastest guy on this track right now. But now, Phantom in DRS range. So maybe he has a chance on the back straight. Now Pop Dog at the back against Aussie. So yeah, let's have a look in front, because now here Phantom has a big chance. Flavors doesn't have much DRS to defend. Will Phantom try something? He's gaining and gaining, takes the inside line. 4 turn 9 down the inside, brakes later, and he takes P2, has DRS, and now second place is sealed for now. And now Phantom has to pick up the pace and try to push Flavors out of DRS as soon as possible. If he managed that somehow, then he has, with 8 laps to go, a fairly good chance to build a gap of 3 seconds that is needed for now. Just for reference, let's see. Flavors has 2 warnings. Flavors has 2 warnings as well, so let's keep that in mind, because that would change everything. That would change everything. Kuko also out of DRS from Sean, and now under attack once again with Bobodinho. They had a little bit of a thing going on. There's a yellow flag at the back, and there's Akusin. Akusin, it's a full course safety car. What happened there? A full course safety car with 8 laps to go. And that is interesting. Let's see what they will do. I mean, they all have a new set of tires. It depends on what they picked at the starting screen. But let's see. Gabriel's in the pits. Obviously, everyone is going to pit. And Phantom goes into the pits. quite late. Now double stack for Ferrari. Now let's have a look at the tire compounds. So everyone on hards. Borbodinho. If this works, which I'm fairly sure it won't. I mean, I don't know if it's the only tire compound he could have chosen, because he should have had at least a medium or another hards. A fresh medium or hard. But there are a few on soft. Hella High and Bazooka. They're trying to play the big game here. They are trying to play the big game here. The top three went with the safe option. With the hards. I mean, yeah, the medium is now the best option to choose, because we're only racing about 5 laps. So the mediums will be the fastest tire on track. Even with the soft, but I don't think that the soft will be the fastest tires. Maybe for 2 or 3 laps at max. But I respect the big balls who are been shown, and Borbodinho doesn't even have a penalty. So maybe, just maybe, if he doesn't sleep again on this safety car restart like the last one, he can have a fairly decent chance to try something. Because on penalties, a podium is possible. But maybe he can try for more. And also for Sean, because he has the 3 seconds. And it's gonna be interesting. Because he does have the tire advantage, but is he really gonna proper use it and try to be aggressive on the restart? To maybe try to pass Flavors as soon as possible, and then to try and fight Phantom and Gabri as good as possible. Now we're just waiting for Dylan and Aquasin at the back to catch up, and then there is probably, yeah, roughly 5 laps of racing here in Division 2. As I said, it's 5 rounds left to go. 4 rounds after this. With Monaco, Japan, Abu Dhabi as a sprint, and then a season finale in Brazil. So whatever happens here is going to be interesting. Oh, Dylan back in the pits. Dylan back in the pits. What is his plan? He's going for it. Yes, Dylan. He's going for it. Nice. So everyone catch up. Will the safety car go in? Yes. Lap 27, so we're going to lap 26 under green flags. So 4 laps of racing. 4 laps of racing. Gabi warms up the tires. He went quite early at the first safety car restart. Let's see if he does the same. Yes, he does. Kinda. But this time, Akusen picks up 3 seconds. And now Flavors. Again, really good restart. But he has to stay behind. Kinda risky to try it there. No other crashes at the back. Oh, Flavor's a bit off track there, so he kind of lost his momentum. Already drops out of DRS. I mean, there is no DRS this lap, but it's, yeah, kind of important for him to stay there, but 1.2 seconds. And this is crucial now. This is crucial now. Sean already tries a move on Flavors around the outside. Maybe a championship move. No, it is not possible. He stays behind and is up into P4. No, up into P4. He stays in P4. Now, this lap, DRS enabled for everyone here. 3 laps to go here in Albert Park. Yeah, Bobbidinho is not really able to use his tire advantage, if you really can call this an advantage. Akusen 10 seconds and retires in the pits. Maybe he just sits there and waits, because he's still on the podium with 3 seconds from the 2 guys in front. And now DRS enabled for Flavors. He's half a second behind. Will he just sit there behind because he is in front already? Or maybe will he try an overtake to regain second place on track? But Sean has to pass him. Sean has to pass him if he wanna have any chances to attack Phantom. But for now, that's not possible. Let's say like that. A bit worse for him. He does have to watch behind, because there is Pop Dog and Bazooka without a penalty, and they are not far behind. And it's a second to last lap here in Australia. Gabri seems like he's driving away at the front, but there is Gabri. Here's Phantom and Flavors and the rest of the field behind him. Maybe one last realistic chance, and there's Dylan, and he's off and he is out. Obviously, no safety cars, no VSCs, so it's pure racing for the last 2 laps. Yeah, Sean is too far back. He won't do anything. He won't do anything, and he is even losing behind. No, there is Bobbidinho against Kuko once again. They have really showed us something here. And also at the back for the last couple of points here. Maxi against Bazooka, which Mercedes driver in front. And now we start the last lap of this race. It seems like that everything is kinda sealed in terms of position unless something crazy happens, because if we look here, penalty, no penalty, penalty, no penalty, penalty, no penalty, and okay, Maxi changed it. Up into P9. Obviously for now only on track. But now, one last time on the main straight, Will Flavors stay behind Helahai. Picks up another time penalty for him. And now Slipstream and DRS, but he stays behind. He wants to take the P2 on a safe way. Kuko maybe helping his teammate a bit. Flavors! I jinxed it! Oh, Phantom! Phantom with some wing damage! And luckily for him, it's the last lap of the race. But let's have a look in front, because this guy is back at it again. This championship is far from over as BS Gabri wins the Australian Grand Prix and Flavors is into... Oh, hella high! Hella high! Oh no! On the last corner of the last lap. Ah, that's unfortunate, man. That is unfortunate. Wow. It's tough. Tough to commentate alone. Yeah. Okay, black screen. You all saw the results, I think. Oh, there we go. BS Gabri again. He regains some points on Sean once again, and I actually can't and don't want to do the math right now because I don't know where Sean finished actually. But yeah. The whole 26 points for Gabri Flavors. Really good race today after his crash of yesterday. He is back on the podium here in Div 2. Bobodinho, some couple of difficulties, but he is in third, Bobodinho fourth, and Phantom drops down into P5. Sean in sixth and Kuko in P7. Then Bazooka, Aussie, and Maxi completes the top 10. So yeah, that is it for the Australian Grand Prix. Was a heck of a race. There was always something to watch at, either at the front or at the back. But yeah, that's it from my part. I hope you enjoyed the stream and see you on Saturday for Div 1 here in Australia, and then next week for the Monaco Grand Prix. And then we are officially in a very decisive and tricky part of this championship, and it is going to be epic in every division. So yeah, that's from my part. Thanks for watching, and good evening everyone.